Like I mentioned before, John has an incredible newsletter called Getting CONCACAF, but he writes about the region here that we are in America better than anybody else and covers it like nobody else. And so, with the USA and Mexico both automatically qualifying for next summer's World Cup, John, what is the mood currently in Mexico around the national team there, and how are people approaching like the most recent round of friendlies?
Well, you have to remember that Mexico is coming off a World Cup that was extremely disappointing. One of the first World Cup in most fans' lifetimes that Mexico didn't advance out of the group stage. They had this sort of curse of getting to the knockout stage and losing, but they didn't even get that far this time around in 2022. So I think people were generally down on Mexico coming into this cycle. And then that had sort of changed this year as Javier Aguirre, who's this old school Mexican coach, he's been the Mexico national team manager on two previous occasions. Aguirre comes in and just kind of, he's that old reliable. He's the familiar face, and I think Mexico fans were into that, and they're really into winning trophies. They lifted the CONCACAF Nations League trophy, the Gold Cup, which is the Continental Championship this summer, and I think things were going really well until these October games.